Hi there, and Happy New Year. I was thinking about this being the year of the dragon, and I thought it might be fun to use the tarot of the dragon to pull a few cards and see what 2024 might look like, generally, collectively. So I've already pulled out, shuffled well, and pulled out my 12 cards, one for every month, and I'm just going to jump right in here. So let's see here. The very first card that we have is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups, to me, is a card of great satisfaction. It traditionally shows someone sitting looking very happy, very content, surrounded with all of these cups. And cups represent love. So this would indicate a feeling, a sense of being satisfied and happy with relationships and the love that we have around us, which we all need more of that, I feel. What's also interesting to me in this deck is this dragon is sort of looks like he's about to or is considering coming out of his cave, right? And, I think in the winter months, especially after the holidays, we all feel so tired and drained, and sometimes the days are kind of gray. So this could be encouraging you to get out of your cave, come out of your shell, go meet up with people that you love, enjoy yourself. So January, I am liking. Next, let's see the second card for February. Here is, it looks like this one is the Queen of Cups. So yet another cup, also love, feelings, emotions, things of that nature. And this is really, to me, it almost looks like there's a genie coming out of a bottle type of a vibe with her. Cups. And with the queen energy, that's just feminine energy. It doesn't have to be male or female. But this would be saying, and it is fun for February, having Valentine's Day, right? She's offering love. This is like making a wish. So starting out in January with feeling satisfied with relationships, if that is not the case for you, look to February as a time of love and new possibilities for you. Call on your compassion, your feminine energy, kind of a mothering energy with her as well. So next for March, well, let's see here, another queen. This one is the Queen of Swords. So, with the Queen of Swords, again, feminine energy, except with her, when I am reading, this is almost always sort of an encouraging card of moving forward. So, interestingly, in this card, she looks very tired. She's got her head resting on the sword, but around her are all of these butterflies and flowers. And butterflies are that sign of transformation and change. So in March, it could be a little bit of a heads up that you might be feeling sort of tired, but swords having to do with decisions and things like that. This is saying, yes, you need to keep moving forward, make decisions that are transformational for your life. And then we go to April. Okay, another queen, and these cards were very well shuffled. So super interesting. This is Queen of Coins or Pentacles. So this one is a great card of abundance. This would be a great indicator as far as April. This has to do with fertility and things multiplying. If anyone out there is trying to get pregnant, it is a strong fertility message. There's a little rabbit in this card traditionally. So this is a good time, a good opportunity to either begin trying or when something might actually take place for someone. It could be career-wise. If that's the case, again, this is the Queen. So this is just a reminder, and we've had three queens here, February, March, and April, that it's not a time to be drawing so much on the masculine, but turning more to the feminine, to love, to compassion, to nurturing, to giving in order to get back. Not a time, to kind of mow over people or anything like that. So, keeping that in mind, let's see here what we have for May. And in May, this one is the Sire of Swords. So here now we have a king. I will say, getting so many like court cards, kings, queens, all together here in a row, this is to me saying that we are, as a collective, really beginning to grow. These are not pages or knights. This is more mature energy. So with the Sire of Swords or King of Swords, he is again making choices, making decisions, transforming, changing. He's sitting on top of the mountain. So overcoming your obstacles May feels like a great time of kind of celebration, moving forward. And then we go to June and we have the Six of Coins or Pentacles. Now, this to me is saying that something is going to turn out really well for a lot of you. This has to do with sort of things being a win-win situation, and that whatever you're investing your time and your attention and maybe your finances or your creativity in, this is a great month when things may balance out for you, start to turn around for you, come back to you, start paying it forward, all of those things. So I'm loving June. I wish I could spend a lot more time on all of these, but you kind of have 10 minutes, and to do a whole year, that's kind of challenging. Me saying that, here is the 10. This is the Wheel of Fortune, destiny, fate for July. This can be indicating, again, things turning around, things, this is very positive, especially for some of the astrological signs that we have indicated in the four corners here. Traditionally, that would be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. So this is a time of the wheel turning, fate changing, things swinging in a more positive direction. And this is always, to me, like your angels are surrounding you, protecting you, looking out for you, and not to question yourself in July, that you're right where you need to be. So looking then to August, let's see what we have here. Well, the Devil, that's never anyone's favorite, is it? However, the Devil to me represents overcoming fears. So, we have been through so many cycles of fear. And when you go from the Wheel of Fortune and things turning to the Devil, I'm not seeing it as things turning negatively as much as I am, breaking free the chains, like not holding yourself back because of fear. Don't let what is going on in, the outside world scare you and interfere with your own goals, your own inner peace. You've got to move forward in August and, take risks, that sort of thing. September, we have the Four of Pentacles. So September's indicating that you need to kind of stay put. This would not be the month that I would choose for big changes in the financial world. This is sort of sitting pretty. It can be a little bit of controlling energy with this card and an indication of getting things under control, especially if it comes to like your finances, your budget, that sort of thing. So focusing on those things in September could be very positive for you. Then we go to October and we have the Chariot. So the Chariot has to do with taking control of things, steering your own course, driving your own destiny, moving forward. So I'm loving October, and this is really kind of a card. It can be literal if you're thinking of buying a new car, or traveling, moving forward. But this is definitely the Chariot is always powered by the charioteer's willpower, his mind, his drive. Not controlled by the reins. He's moving these dragons, in this case, forward using simply his own willpower. So in October, it would be a great time to think about a change, a shift, especially coming out of September when everything is sort of staying put and solid. Then we have for November, okay, the Tower. So the Tower is very symbolic, of tearing down our ivory towers, the ideals, maybe that we have built, and starting completely fresh. This is sort of rebuilding, okay? So the Tower, some people see as negative. Having a Tower moment, right, is like a shock or an upset. Now, I can't just skirt around the fact, of course, with so much focus on politics, that there's a lot of division right now. And so some people are going to feel a shock in a positive way around election time in November, right? Some people may feel a shock or an upset in a negative way. But either way, this represents and kind of goes along with the Tower of Babel in the Bible, that story, which to me, where God took away the ability to speak the same language, people had to learn to communicate again. I see this as being an ending that can actually bring us back to a place of communication, talking to each other in a kinder, gentler way, which would make sense with like all this, the queen energy that we have here. And the one king even was about change and transformation with, the swords. And again, swords, air communication. So that all kind of fits together for me. And then finally moving forward into December, here we have, let's see if I can read it. It looks like the Knight, forgive me. I was seeing the Knight of Pentacles and I got real quiet because I knew it wasn't that. It's the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Coins or Pentacles, being back into money, finances, this kind of thing. However, for me, this card is like a craftsman. This is somebody who loves what they do. They're working hard. They take pride in their work. And it is like if you have patience with things, we can craft, a new beginning for ourselves. As a collective reading, that could certainly go along with what we were just talking about given November. But individually in your own world, it could be a time to get back to work, get back to focusing on your own career path, your life path, and moving forward with what you love to do rather than so much focus on how much income it brings to you. If you love what you're doing, then the money just flows. So I like December. I think that's a very positive omen moving into 2025, that we're getting back to work, that things are settled down, that we need still to be patient with ourselves. But 2024 looks interesting to me, so take it as you will. I'm certainly sending everyone all the prayers and blessings for a really wonderful year. And again, I just want to say, remember, you you can't control the outer world. You just can't. You can only control yourself. So, remembering to be the eye in the middle of the storm. Let the chaos flow around you if that's what your environment brings. But stay centered, stay focused, stay peaceful. Know that the only law that is ever consistent is change. Things will always change. And so, whether you are feeling positive or negative at any point in time, know that you can always uplift yourself. You can change your circumstances and your own life and your own mind. And let everyone else, try to be a positive influence for those around you, but don't think for a minute that you can literally force someone, to comply to your way of thinking or your will. It fails every time. So just word to the wise. But again, blessings to all of you for a very wonderful and happy and joyful year.